Good morning. Just woke up here. Finishing and downloading a memory card. I started again last night and fell asleep, so I just finished it. But something really amazing happened this morning, and I can't believe it. I woke up after the sun today for once on this trip. So I get to wake up and enjoy this view out this window at the base of our beds, our futons. But we have to get up because today we are leaving this amazing ryokan and heading to Sendai. We got 4 nights in Sendai, and we're still not 100% sure what we're going to do there. We do know that there's quite a bit of stuff to check out. We did some research on that, unlike Kakunodate. We just have to make a list and decide exactly what we're going to do. Are you awake too now?
Slept very well.
Yeah, first really good night's sleep. I did wake up maybe 3 o'clock-ish, but I managed to fall back asleep. So it's time to get up, shower, and onsen. Then, and the one last breakfast here. Last breakfast at this ryokan. It's different than yesterday. There's some interesting stuff here to show you. This one here is different. So this is like some kind of paper basket where they boil tofu and it looks like bean curd and some mushrooms on top of this flaming apparatus. I don't think we had salmon yesterday.
No, we had garupa.
Garupa. Salmon looks good. Every dish here is different, but the things that really stand out, I'll point out. And then the egg is different today. It looks really good. Some more little fishies. What's this? Soup. A brown rice congee today. Another sort of like, yesterday we had like a bean curd sort of ball bits. This is similar, but instead of a ball, it's in a...
It's taro. It's even better than yesterday's.
It's taro?
Yeah, it's even better than yesterday's.
So it looks like a terrine. It's presented like a terrine. And more mystery juices. And this place gives us a paper every morning. But it's Japanese, it looks like. I thought I would. Yesterday I didn't even bother looking at it. Today I think I will just take a look. Are you happy with breakfast this morning?
Yeah, very good.
You sad we're going to be leaving today?
Oh, very sad. It just the way they have the breakfast set up, it's like clockwork. She presented a tray, and while she's presenting a tray, somebody else is bringing a second tray in, and then you never see the second person. And in total, she brings in like 3 or 4 trays, and everything is just laid out exactly. Just wow.
Yeah, because she brings in a couple of dishes. Like this main tray is here when we walk in, and then this and this and this, and a few other things. The tea, the rice are all brought in separately, and they do it like a couple of dishes at a time. So it took 3 trays, I think, but yeah, you can see out in the hall. So we're sitting in this room, and there's this door with slats and gaps, and what they do is they walk by as if they're just walking by, but they're really peering in to see if you're ready for the next course at dinner time. Or here they just walk by to see if it looks like you need anything. But they do it in such a way that it just looks like they're walking past the door. And I realized that yesterday because in the room we were at, there was nothing here, just a gap. And so she walked by and stood in the gap and then went back. So the attention to detail here is amazing.
Just absolutely seamless.
Yeah. All right, let's have this breakfast and see if we can fit in one last onsen before we have to leave.
We must.
I was wise to them today. I knew this one was coming. Yesterday I had finished all my breakfast and I was like pretty comfortable. could have gone. And then they brought us fruit. But today I knew it was coming, so I wasn't shocked. The fruit at the end of the meal though is really good to cleanse the palate. But before we dig into that, we still have to eat some rice. So that's what's in here. Some nice Japanese rice. Some for me, some for Nicole. And here's your rice.
Thank you.
And you eat the rice with the pickles. I think this is like a preserved plum, ume. It's quite sour, and some various pickles. The aftermath. I think this is the stargazing deck that they have, where you can come out and watch the stars. If there are stars and it's not freezing cold like it's been since we were here. And I don't think it's been clear. I think it's been pretty cloudy every night. I think both nights it snowed. When I did wake up to go to the washroom at 3 or whatnot, it was snowing, but not in the morning. We had blue skies this morning, but those are gone. So this is the dining area. This is where we ate breakfast yesterday, and this is the little area I was mentioning where she pretended to walk by and then sort of like hid here and then walked by. And then where do we have dinner? Last night was here. We had dinner here last night. And we had dinner in this room the first night, but right now it's been converted to a long room for a bigger party. Yeah. And then when we leave, they say goodbye. And this is the chefs, the kitchen, and the rock garden that we've been looking at in the mornings. Bye, I guess. And there is the lobby and the lounge and whatnot, where Nicole's going, and this is where we go to head to the room. And it's just a series of these sliding doors. And this is the quick way that takes you to the other building outside. If it's dry and warm, you could go that way, or you go through the indoor hallways. I feel like I'm walking on walking towards the airplane. I'm boarding a plane. And then this wing here there's two big suites here, and they're on this building. I like the little embellishments they have throughout the hallways. There's one here right in front of the door to this suite, and one in front of the door to the other suite. That's a nice touch. You come out of your room, you're not just looking at a hallway. And there's the other suite. So that's a separate building. And then we go through this covered walkway outside to the third building it seems they have. And this is where the Western and Japanese style rooms are. And everywhere there's gardens. Like here's another rock garden that they raked. This is the moss garden in between. This is like a courtyard of this building. So all of these windows are the hallways going around the building. So here's the hallway. And at the end of this hallway is the exit to go to the open air bath. And then opposite of us is another hallway just like this. And so here's our room. Each room's named, has a different name.
You should show the cherry bark. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. I didn't actually, when I saw it before, I didn't really realize that was bark. But now that I look at it, yeah, you can really see
and it's a
the detail.
Copper undertone.
I really love this. This door is really cool. You got your key, and there's 2 locks. There's one down here, and one here. And this sort of like opens. See the action on the door handle? Probably not, it's pretty dark here. And there's the alcove. I forget the name of this. There's a name for this in Japanese where you take your shoes off and you switch to either indoor slippers or just socks. And that's sort of the rest of the place. Besides our room, which I showed you when we checked in. Show them the mess?
No, show them the lamp. It's made of bark as well.
Oh, that's cool. Cherry bark. And so is this. We're leaving our ryokan now. We're just in the car on the way to the train station. It was a really beautiful ryokan. We really enjoyed the experience. But we're on to new adventures in Sendai. We're at the station. It's one of the more quiet stations that we've been to. Well, maybe not. Maybe the day trip from Sapporo, where did we go? Otoru and Yoichi. Those are pretty quiet, but this one is really quite quiet. There's a couple stores here. Nicole's gonna go and check out. And I just noticed that there's an interesting storehouse over here. It looks like it has thick window shades, but not as thick as what we were seeing in town. And this is probably, I wonder if this is a weeping cherry tree. The driver brought us to the station via the Samurai Road and past the old merchant district, and it was really nice to see them again. It's a bit nicer out today, so it was a bit busier. So in that sense, it was good that we were there yesterday because there weren't as many people. But today there are definitely more people out and about. The weather has been better. Actually, it's been a bit sunny here and there. And but it was nice to see all the houses. We missed a few things because we were getting picked up at 2, and we were rushing up the road to get to the car, and we missed a few things that we got to see this time down. So yeah, really enjoyed Kakunodate. I would totally come back to this ryokan and spend a couple more nights there, and maybe spend more time in Kakunodate itself. worth exploring and seeing what we find and trying out a restaurant or two for lunch. Stuff we didn't have time to do on this trip, or we didn't really want to do on this trip. We just really did want to relax at the ryokan and recharge. This was one of our holiday recharging visits. So off to Sendai we go, and that will be a little less relaxing. We'll be in a big city, exploring it as much as we can. Looking forward to getting there and seeing what's in store. I'm always happy when we are coming to a small station, not in the city center, because you get views from the station. Like I can see mountains off in the distance, and the air out here is really fresh, and it's a nice small station, easy to navigate and not very stressful. You just kind of feel nice and calm and peaceful out here. And soon a crazy Shinkansen is going to come barreling towards us to pick us up and take us to Sendai. We're standing at our car marker, and here comes the train. Station. Actually, we just started moving, but we were here for a little bit longer than normal, and I think that's because we linked up with another Shinkansen like we saw the other day. When we pulled in, there was a clunk, and we were sitting there for a good 5 minutes, I would say. I think 5 minutes? I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, while we were waiting to go. I'm just noticing a really cool Shinkansen beside us. So we decided, since we had good luck with the galbos yesterday, we had the caramel yesterday, we saw one today at Kakunodate station, so we thought we would try it because it's chestnut and we both like chestnut, so hopefully this is actually a good one. And I was Google translating the packaging, trying to figure out exactly what they're selling here, and this here says limited time, so we found a limited edition galbo, which is pretty cool. And I think, did I say this is chestnut? It's chestnut and chocolate.
Chestnut is my favorite.
Yeah, I really like chestnut stuff as well.
I was really shocked that the galbo yesterday tasted good, so
yeah.
For today.
So we're just gonna pause while we open this up and wait for these announcements to go through.
Tohoku Shinkansen. This is a Hayabusa and Komachi Super Express bound for Tokyo, with stops at Sendai, Omiya, Ueno, and Tokyo.
Alright, the announcements just finished, and yes, we did get linked up with another train. So this is now a Komachi and Hayabusa train heading for Tokyo. So we got this open. One more announcement, we'll be right back. I think the announcements are done, hopefully. So it's opened. Why don't you give that a sniff?
It smells very chocolatey and not chestnutty.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I'm getting a lot more chocolate.
They're so weird. It's like a giant bee.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked that these are actually good. My brain is just like, these, hello?
This is totally not something you would normally buy.
Oh, they're actually good. But it's no, it's not super chestnutty.
Okay, let me try one. No, all one.
It's so pretty. got a good texture. Like the inside is cookie-like, but not a hard cookie. Just a really
Yeah, I was having a hard time describing that yesterday.
like it's like a creamy cookie.
Yeah. I get no chestnut whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm getting chocolate.
Chocolate. I tried to suck the coating because there's a coating. There's a little coating on this. But I don't get chestnut. I really like it though.
Which one do you like more, yesterday's or today's?
This one.
You like this one more?
I think so.
I kind of like the caramel more.
Oh wow.
Like, no.
They have a bunch of different flavors, so maybe we'll try some different ones. This train is going really fast. And it feels like it when you look out the window. I think at like 200 kilometers an hour you don't really feel it too much, but we're doing 313 kilometers an hour and I'm definitely feeling it. If I said the other day, because we were on this train going up to Hokkaido on our second day here in Japan, if I said I didn't feel it, I lied. Because I do feel it. You can tell we're going really fast. That's what made me bring out, they were 320 kilometers an hour. That's what made me take out this app to check to see how fast we were going, because I felt like we were going really fast. And I researched this line, and it only does this speed from a certain section of line. So from that station we were just at, Morioka station, down towards Tokyo. There's a long stretch, I think, that it hits these speeds. North of that station, we were only doing about 200. So we have about half an hour to Sendai from here.
Over here. This brand of tea is a green tea, and it's everywhere. And when we go to the convenience stores, this is the one that's most popular. And I never tried it before. And when we were on the plane, that's what they served. And oh my god, I've been guzzling it ever since I arrived because it's really good. So if you're in Japan, this is the brand. I tried two more while I was here, but this is the common one is my favorite.
Train we were just on, we were in the front car here. And it did link up with a Hayabusa when we were at Morioka. Very cool. So we're in Sendai station, we got off the train, we're outside the gate. and this is a really nice looking station. Looks like a big one. Nicole just went off to do a stamp. They do these stamps everywhere at attractions, at train stations.
Crummy stamp.
And we saw them on our very first trip in 2007, but we just kind of ignored them. But for some reason on this trip, all of a sudden, I want to do them. So I'm starting to, we're starting to do the stamps. And I thought, might as well start now. We'll collect quite a few, I'm sure, over the various trips we'll do here. But we have missed out on a lot of stamps. Wow, the ticket office is really busy. All right, so we made it to our hotel. We're staying at the Westin Sendai. It was about a 10-minute, 12-minute walk with our bags from the train station. Pretty straightforward. It was almost a direct line once we got down off of the platforms. And we are checked into the 36th floor. We're in room 3619. Let me just give you a quick look around this amazing room. So right here, there's a closet. Good sized closet, lots of hangers. Put our stuff in there already. Another closet here. Ironing board. Safe. Not sure, that must be the iron. Pajamas. There's a desk. Mini bar fridge. Coffee and tea making. That's a nice tea set. So here is the room. Nice big king bed. Quite high ceilings. And the bathroom looks really nice. There's a shower. The amenities. And a bathtub. But the best part of this room, I've got to say, is the view. It's incredible. We're just going to get unpacked here and freshen up a little bit and figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the day here in Sendai. We finally ventured out of the hotel. We hung out there for quite a while, probably about 2 hours. You saw that room, we just didn't want to leave. We were tired, I was tired I guess from the trip, and not sleeping well is really catching up with me. I'm really tired right now, fighting fatigue, but we're gonna push on. We've come to Sendai's huge shopping arcades. They have these really long shopping arcades. They're sort of two runs that make it, like there's one that comes straight from the train station, goes up, and then hits another one at a T section, like a lopsided T, capital T. And there's different sections along the arcade. I'm not sure if they have different things to shop for or if they're just branded slightly differently, but we are making our way along them. And hopefully I don't pass out, because I actually really feel like passing out. There's so much to see here. Nicole just went into a 100 yen store. And I will follow her in just a second. But yeah, it's just like, and it's lit up for Christmas. I just noticed that. They have wreaths going up, going along the ceiling. So again, just similar to like in Sapporo, where there's just so much here, so much shopping to do. How do you see everything and do everything? Like, I wonder if you go window shopping here, does anybody actually attempt to see every shop, or do they just go to a certain area, a small section, and they hit that, or do they just go for something specific and know which store to go to and they're in and out? Like, it boggles my mind how much stuff there is here. And now that we're back in a bigger city, the restaurant complexes are back. So there's buildings with several floors of restaurants, and they're everywhere. Like, there's so many restaurants. It just boggles my mind. So I'm gonna see what Nicole's up to in the dollar store here, and we're gonna just keep making our way down this arcade. I remember on our very first trip to Japan, I needed an extension cord, or I don't remember exactly why, if it was actually that I needed an extension or if I just needed something that allowed me to plug more than one thing into an outlet. And I came to a 100 yen shop and bought something like this. Not quite that, but something like that. And I still use it today, and that was almost 10 years ago. But if you ever need anything like this in a pinch when you're traveling here, you can always come into a dollar store and pick something up. A couple things I'm finding really fascinating here in the dollar store is that this one has their own brand. I don't really remember them having that last time we were here, or maybe they did, but it really is prolific this time around to the point where I actually noticed it. And also a lot of their stuff has a lot of English on it. It's almost bilingual now, or they have several languages. That can be handy. So, like, this is hot water bottle. They have hand warmers, things that sort of, like, I guess you squeeze something and it gives off heat. It's just like everything you would could need is in this dollar store. You need some toothbrushes, come to the dollar store. Or, and I should point out that not everything is 100 yen. I think this one's 200 yen. Yeah, sorry, not dollar store, 100 yen store. But you can get a really amazing variety of things here. Like, here is, and brand names too, like Schick. Razors. That's interesting. A plastic double-edged razor. What else? Socks. You need socks or underwear. You need some bath towels. Like, on and on and on. Reading glasses. Toilet seat covers. Like, the dollar stores back home have a lot of stuff as well, but I feel like the quality here is a lot better. And I don't see brand names as much at home as I'm seeing here. Like, those were shave disposable razors. They have a lot of food here, and some of it is like brand name. Like, there's Nissan.
I know you left. I was just looking for you.
No, I'm showing them a lot of stuff that's here.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Did you notice that they have their own brand now? Like, they even have their own food.
Yeah.
Did they have that when we were here last time? I don't remember.
They did.
Did you also notice that their brand has a lot of English on it now?
Oh yeah.
It's bilingual.
All those foreigners coming in.
You're done in this store?
Yeah.
All right, let's head out. So I just happened to walk down this alleyway here off the main thoroughway, I guess, of the arcade, and found a shrine. I forgot that there were some shrines dotting along this arcade, but you would never have known that there was well, maybe you would have actually. I've now seen some markings outside, but you would never, I didn't know it was there until I walked into this little hallway behind me and then saw the shrine at the end. That was really cool. So I just went in, Nicole and I lit some incense and a candle. you put some money into a box for that, and then threw some money into the collection box, I guess, and you shook the bell and bowed and clapped and made a little wish. Really neat. I'll show you the stuff out front here. I don't know how I could have missed that, but I did. I just walked right into the here. I wasn't looking up, and then I saw it at the end of the hallway. We finished the first section, and now we're going to cross this major road into the next section. Did you have fun in that section?
It was fun. I miss being in the city.
This side looks a little bit fancier than the previous side. The decorations in the arcade are a little bit fancier, and the stores look a little bit fancier.
I think Gucci gives it away.
Yeah, Gucci. Here we go. Look at all the people. Oh my God. Watch my feet. Alright, we made it across safely. Some guy's yelling on his megaphone. I have no idea what he's saying. And Nicole's dragging me into a store. Which store is this?
It's Frank. They sell home stuff.
Who are your new friends? We've been walking around the shopping arcade for quite a while now. What time is it? It's just past 7, quarter after 7, so I think we've been here for a good 2 hours. The stores are starting to close, and we've gotten hungry, so we decided to come into a place and get something to eat. And this place does tempura on rice, and they also have soba and udon you can add to your tempura meal, and it looked really good to us, and so we decided to come and try this place. It's called Tempura Tenden Tenya.
What I like about this place is the open kitchen behind you.
Oh.
I love open kitchens.
Yes, I didn't notice.
You can see exactly what's going on.
Yeah, that's neat. So this was actually recommended in the... There's a good tourist book that the hotel gave us, and it's really good. It outlines all of the different sites, the major sites in Sendai, and it gives you, like, what's really neat is it actually gives you a map of the site itself. So it shows you how to visit the actual site, which is unique. I haven't seen that before. That's really handy because sometimes you get there and you have no idea what's going on. So it has a bunch of sites like that outlined in here, but it also has the entire arcade outlined, like each section of the arcade. And we walked, I would say, maybe 2/3 of the arcade. There's a little bit beside the station we missed, and like I said earlier, it comes to a T, like a lopsided T. We didn't do the small part of the T. And this restaurant was actually in the book. So I saw it earlier. I was really craving tempura since we got shut down in Kakunodate. So we decided to come and try this. And it's really reasonably priced. Like I think, well, we'll show you when it comes. So we're just waiting here patiently for our food. I'm just really hungry. So my food came. So I got tempura on rice with a soba. So Nicole got a tempura set. So this came with tempura, some vegetables, which I'm sure she'll enjoy, miso soup, and rice. And if you haven't learned yet through the videos, Nicole will not enjoy that because she hates vegetables.
Nicole does not eat green.
So this looks like it's going to be really good.
It does. Shrimps are good size.
So all of this came to 1,900 yen.
About 26 bucks.
What tempura did yours come with?
Rice came with 2 large prawns, beans, lotus, and pumpkin. Oh my god. The prawn is so big and juicy. I can't believe how. Wow, that's really good. This is totally gonna hit the spot.
Yeah, 25 bucks
Wow.
for everything. That's really amazing. I'll try this prawn. Not quite as crispy as yours because they sauced it up on the rice.
This place is legit.
Yeah, and the prawn is really
Big.
well cooked.
Yeah.
It's big, yeah. And I kind of like it when the tempura batter gets soggy on this kind of a dish. You prefer it crunchy. I prefer it a little soggy. I'm really excited to dig into all of this. So we will say goodbye for now.
So it was so good that we had to order additional pieces, which I actually didn't know that was possible until Mike pointed it out. So we got an additional prawn, and hey, what happened to that fish?
Oopsie.
It was just there.
I ate a bite.
Oh my.
And I also love that they give you unlimited pickles. So if you finish off that jar, you can ask for more. I don't think I'm going to finish off that jar, but I do love pickles. All right, we just finished dinner and we're back out in the arcade, and all the stores are closing now. Just the restaurants are open and it's a lot quieter. But that meal was really good.
Oh, so delicious. It hit the spot big time.
Yeah,
So good.
It was so good. Fast, cheap, and really, really good. We are going to probably just head back to the hotel. I'm exhausted. I need to get a good sleep. Hopefully tonight. Last night I feel like was a start of getting over jet lag. So I hope that tonight I'll just get a good sleep and won't feel so fatigued at the end of the day like I have been. So we are going to head off.
Let me in. Let me in.
Your friends are locked in their cage.
Let me in. Look at that, Michael. That one was. No.
It was right here when we came.
Let me in. Let me in.
They ripped off the Timbit.
What are Timbits for non-Canadian out there?
They are these things. The theoretical hole of the donut. It's so nice that Christmas is everywhere now. It's tomorrow's December 1st, and all the stores, well, most of the stores in the arcade we went into are playing Christmas music, and there's lots of Christmas trees and Christmas decorations out. It's really great. You like that?
I love it. Why do you think I'm making you film this section?
We're back in the room. Had a really good afternoon, or I guess that was kind of an evening, walking around the arcade and checking out shops, finding that really great tempura restaurant, and we're just probably going to relax for a bit in the room, try and get a good sleep tonight. Like I said, I'm really hoping to get a good sleep and get over this jet lag. It's getting a bit silly. And tomorrow we're probably going to do the sights in Sendai because it's supposed to rain, so there's some indoor stuff that we can go check out, so we'll probably do that. But just check out this view. It's amazing view out the window here. So that'll be it for us tonight. We will see you tomorrow. Good night.